Well, hi there. It's been quite a while since I've done a video. Sorry about that. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and good New Year. It's very cold this morning here. We've had no snow in Hartlepool. Much of the country has had snow, and some areas are still struggling through it, but we've had none. But very, very cold. -5 so far this morning. Plenty of frost on the ground, making the walkways very slippery. So what we're going to do now? Well, we have a little bit of a job to do just there. The forward Fairlead snapped during one of the storms, so I'm going to replace them. I've got some pre-made Fairleads. What I'm going to have to do though is cut those off because they are welded in position. So first task is I'm going to move Baru forward so I can actually work from that walkway. And this is fun because the ropes are frozen. There we go. Doing it today, doing this job because there's no wind. So we should be able to work whilst it's cold without it being too windy. And I want to get to both sides because I'm going to change this one at the same time. The tool of choice today is a Ryobi 1 angle grinder. I just treated myself to a new one. Okay, Bo, stop moving. And after a couple of minutes of grinding, it's off. There we go. So I've just got to clean up a bit. What I'm going to do then is I'll take this mounting screw out and use that as one of the screw holes for the new Fairlead. I'll have to drill 2 more because this one's just too far forward. Okay, so we've got the Fairlead in position. I've just clamped it down. I'm going to have to drill 2 extra holes so that then we can clamp down in there, and this will work fine. So I'll use the the holes that's already in the Fairlead as my pilot. It's just that I've got to drill through, what's that, 1/8, 3mm, 4mm of stainless. But the boat keeps moving. There we go. First hole in. I'll put another screw in there just to make sure it's not going to move. Cold fingers this morning for doing this sort of work. One of the reasons I've not done any videos is, well, two things. One, not a lot of things going off over the Christmas and New Year period, but also I got a cold and I've still got a runny nose. And I think quite a number of people have had the same thing, so I'm not complaining. Right, we'll drill the last hole. There we go, that was easy. And of course I'm using stainless steel bolts, countersunk bolts with stainless steel nylock nuts and washers. So. There we go. And there we go, that's that little job done. Didn't take that long. And they look a little bit better. And on the solar side, it's not all been relaxing during Christmas break. I've put two new MPPT controllers in from Victron. They're superb, and I can monitor it using Bluetooth. Well, that was a cold night last night. I don't think I've ever seen this marina whilst we've been here frozen like this. Even Hull Marina, where it did have some ice a few years ago, but not to the extent that we've got around here, given that this is salt water. Beautiful morning though. So our thoughts are turning now to what are we going to do this year. We had originally planned to put brew on the market, but after giving it some thought this winter, we're not. We're going to go back up to Scotland. Still got one or two things to resolve, one or two issues around Janet's health, just to make sure that everything's fine. But what we intend doing is going back up through the Caledonian Canal, east to west, and then turning north and hopefully going up back around Cape Wrath and across the top to come back down and back down the east coast. We learnt quite a lot from our journey last year. Seems strange, last year. We dawdled a little bit too much on the way up, and then got caught out with the weather, and then ran into other problems with other issues. You know, we had a bad crossing on the Firth of Forth, and we had a breakdown, each of which meant that we lost quite a bit of time. So what we want to do is hit it a little bit harder this time. We'll avoid Amble. We love Amble. There was just something about Amble Marina on our way back. I don't know. I did not feel welcome. I don't know what the manager there said. Something about, oh, your liveaboards, don't like liveaboards. Why? I mean, yeah, we live aboard a boat, so what? So I think we'll avoid Amble. We'll probably try to anchor Lindisfarne. I'm still stuck probably with Eyemouth and Arbroath, and then we'll do a shorter run, Stonehaven, Peterhead, Whitehills, Inverness, and then on into the canal, and try and punch our way up there much quicker. And we'll try and set off a little bit earlier. I'm aiming at the moment round about April, weather dependent. I have to wait for my sail coming back. I'll give them a chase up next week, see how they're going. It's only a little repair. It was just more man hours. Given the weather we've just had, he probably won't be doing any outside work, so hopefully he's working on my sail. Anyway, so there we go. They're the plans that we've got for next year, or this year 2025.